The Samaveda, Kanda 4, Prapathaka 1, Ardha 1, Dasati 4, 119, Soma Pakamana. Cleansing thee, Soma, in thy stream, thou flowest in watery robe. Giver of wealth, thou sittest in the place of law. O God, a fountain made of gold, he milking for dear meath, the heavenly udder, hath sat in the ancient gathering place, washed by the men, far-sighted, strong, thou streamest to the honorable reservoir. And we can connect that to the last one. So something that covers: to find your room and freedom, flow for Indra, whom we must adore, for Varuna and the Marut host. So one of the sky things in the elements, verse 2 of 4118. And instead of washed, verse 3, striving to win, with him we gain all riches from the enemy. Yea, all the glories of mankind. Instead of giver of wealth, high is thy juice's birthplace. Though set in heaven, on earth it hath obtained dread sheltering power and great renown. Well, verse 1 of the previous doesn't exactly bounce over, but you see the similar connection in a different way. Dasati 1:10 and 2 verses. Run onward to the reservoir, and seek ye cleansed by the men. Speed forward to the battle, making thee glossy like an able courser. Forth to the sacred grass, with reins they lead thee. Into the well-armed, God is flowing onward, he who averts the curse and guards the homestead. Father, begetter of the gods, most skillful, the buttress of the heavens and earth's supporter. And whether the grass is picked or otherwise moistening it can be seen as connecting to this sheltering and shielding aspect. Dasati 1:11 Indra. 2 verses. Like kine unmilked, we call aloud, hear to thee and sing thy praise. Looker on heavenly light, Lord of this moving world, Lord Indra of what moveth not, none other like to thee, of earth or of the heavens, hath been or ever will be born. Desiring horses, Indra Mankaban, and kine as men of might, we call on thee. And if we want movement in our life, we identify with movement. The Dasati 1:12, Indra, 3 verses. With what help will he come to us, wonderful, ever-waxing friend? With what most mighty company, what genuine and most liberal draught will spirit thee with juice to burst? Open in strongly guarded walk. Do thou, who art protector of us, my friends, who praise thee, with 100 aids approach us. If we don't see how something will be, it doesn't mean that the way isn't there. Dasati 4:11-13, Indra, 2 verses. As cows low to their calves in stalls, so with our songs we glorify this Indra, even your wondrous god, who checks attack, who takes delight in precious juice, celestial, bounteous giver, girt about with might, rich, mountain-like, and pleasant things. Him swift we seek for fruitful booty, rich in kind, brought 100-fold and 1,000-fold. Now, this world's rather exacting, but deity is more merciful. Dasati 1:14, Indra, 2 verses. Loud singing at the sacred rite, where Soma flows, we priests invoke, with haste that he may help, as the bard's cherisher, Indra, who findeth wealth for you, whom fair of cheek, in rapture of the juice, the firm, resistless slayers hinder not, giver of glorious wealth, to him who sings his praise, honoring him who toils and pours. And in general, rituals are done out loud so that those who witness them can follow along with that part. Dasati 4:11-15, Soma Pavamana, 3 verses. In sweetest and most gladdening stream, flow pure, O Soma, on thy way, pressed out for Indra for his drink. Fiend queller, friend of all men, he hath reached his shrine, his dwelling place, within the iron-hammered vat. Be thou, best Vritra slayer, best granter of room, most liberal, promote our wealthy prince's gifts. Now, I tend to understand like how this creation came into being. Like space came first, and then matter, and then time. Dasati 4 1:16. Soma Pavamana, 2 verses. For Indra flow thou Soma on, as most inspiring drink, most rich in sweets, great, most celestial, gladdening drink, thou of whom, having drunk, the steer acts like a steer, having drunk this, that finds the light, he, excellently wise, hath come anear to food and booty, even as Atasa. Don't remember what Atasa is. Dasati 4:11-17, Indra, 3 verses. To Indra, to the mighty, let these golden-colored juices go, drops born as law prescribes, that find the light of heaven. This juice that gathers spoil flows, pressed for Indra, for his maintenance. Soma bethinks him of the conqueror as he knows. Yea, Indra, in the joys of this, obtains the grasp that gathers spoil, and winning waters wields the mighty thunderbolt. It's interesting that thunder requires water. Because you don't think lightning and thunder is requiring water, but it does. Dasati 4:11-18. Soma Pavamana. 3 verses. For first possession of your juice, for the exhilarating drink, drive ye away the dog, my friends. Drive ye the long-tongued dog away. He who with purifying stream effused comes flowing hitherward. Indu is like an able steed. With prayer all-reaching, let the men tend unassailable Soma, be the stones prepared for sacrifice. And recently I've taken weeks to move some stones for some ritual places in the woods. Dasati 4:11-19. Soma Pavamana, 3 verses. Graciously minded, he is flowing on his way to win dear names, o'er which the youthful one grows great. The mighty, far-seeing one hath mounted now the mighty Surya's car, which moves to every side. The speaker unassailable, master of this prayer, the tongue of sacrifice pours forth the pleasant meath. As sun, he sets the name of mother and of sire in the far distance. In the third bright realm of heaven, sending forth flashes, he hath bellowed to the jars, led by the men into the golden reservoir. The milkers of the sacrifice have sung to him, Lord of 3 heights, thou shinest brightly o'er the dawns. And just like we saw the father thing, we don't have to think just because ultimate divinity, has produced other entities doesn't mean that he's their parent in a literal sense, just like the son or daughter or whatever when we talk about divinity. Dasati 4:11-20. Agni, 2 verses. Sing to your Agni with each song, at every sacrifice for strength. Come, let us praise the wise and everlasting God, even as a well-beloved friend, the Son of strength, for is he not our gracious Lord? Let us serve him who bears our gifts. In battles may he be our help and strengthener. Yea, he the Savior of our lives. And like it says in the Bible, there shall be no other Lord, no other Savior, none before, none after. So everything that we get, there's means, but those means are under the ultimate control of God too. Dasati 4:11-21. Agni, 3 verses. O Agni, come. For other songs of praise will I sing forth to thee. Wax mighty with these Soma drops, wherever thy mind applies itself. Vigor preeminent hast thou. There wilt thou gain a dwelling place. Not for a moment only lasts thy bounty. Lord of many men, our service therefore shalt thou gain. Oh, it makes sense that Soma is also given that lunar language. Dasati 4:11-22. Indra, 2 verses. We call on thee, O matchless one. We seeking help, possessing nothing. Firm ourselves. Call on thee, wondrous, thunder armed on thee for aid and sacrifice. This youth of ours, the bold, the terrible, hath gone forth. We therefore, we thy friends, Indra hath chosen thee, spoil winner, as our scorer. And even though we're doing things, we should, pray for help in doing what's good. And there's so many typos in here. So Dasati 4:11-23, Indra, 3 verses. So Indra, friend of song, do we draw near to thee with longing. We have streamed to thee, coming like floods that follow floods. As rivers swell the ocean, so, hero, our prayers increase thy might. Though of thyself, O thunderer, waxing day by day, with holy song they bind to the broad wide yoked car the bay steeds of the quickening God, bearers of Indra, yoked by word. And at the very least, that's where we start. We start our connections with words.